Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and you already know what time it is goddamn purple Katakuri time, baby. So today, we're gonna be talking about the impact of Charlotte Lily. We're also gonna be going around the board states and combos and things you like to do, interactions with the enemy, and so on and so forth. In case you haven't noticed, this is not my deck list. I'm gonna make you guys suffer till the very last second. Please do not jump till the end of the video to see the deck list, because you cannot. I'll be at board state by that time. So, we're gonna do everything. There's still one card left to be revealed. I already know I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video if that card is good, but it doesn't matter. As you guys know, I'm super excited for this, so I don't mind doing a Katakuri video every day. So for now, this is the ultimate deck list, and this is the ultimate strategy for the Katakuri. Just before I jump into it, I just want to say this deck became absolutely amazing, and by the end of the video you guys will understand why. Like, I can't, it's like night and day, to be honest. It's so different attack, it's so much better. So, we're gonna have to discuss the deck list we have here. As you guys are seeing, I'm putting every single deck, because what we're gonna discuss here is which are the best cards to play in the deck. Okay, first and foremost, we have our basic searchers. This is Brulee and Pudding. This is a 4 of each. There's no denying, obviously. Katakuri, there has been some debate about playing 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. I am not gonna lie to you, I love it at 4. The amount of combos you can do it's pretty insane. Not only that, sorry, I just had lunch, so sorry. Also, another thing is, there has been some times when I have an extreme low roll, when I actually just play this guy early game and then he stays on the field till the late game, okay? And then on late game I just replace him for something else for free. This depends on the matchup on the other side. Obviously, for example, Purple NL, this will never fly. Also, this guy becomes much worse against Purple NL, obviously. But yeah, besides Purple NL, this guy has extreme combo potential, and I'm just loving him. So yeah, I'm playing at 4 of, but if you guys want to play, I would decrease it to 3 if you want some space, but I'm very against it. 4. Charlotte Pudding, the 3 cost, this is absolute 4 of. The triple combo with this new category is just insane, it really is. Not only that, even without the triple combo into the 9 cost Lily, it's always good to have at least 1 Pudding and 1 category. On the very late game, by the way, you guys should have 2 categories, and Lily should be replaced by this category. We'll get to that, how do we replace it. Is it that easy to replace it? Yes, it is. So yeah, having these 2 at least, so you can keep spamming the 10 Don Lily. Pretty much what this combo does, these 2, it makes the Lily only cost -1 Don for its effect. That's insane. That's really good. And I really enjoy it, okay? And obviously you guys will enjoy it too. So she's definitely a 4 of. Uzohashi is at 4, simply because we lack better 2Ks, to be honest. He still is one of the better 2Ks to play. And so for now, I'm gonna be playing him at 4. We don't know if the new card that's coming out will be another 2K or not for Katakuri. Till then, we'll just play Uzohashi. Maybe even if that is a new 2K, we might play that new 2K with this Uzohashi, you know, and then replace either these 2. We'll get to them right now. So, now this is where the debating starts. We need to make decisions, guys. What do we prefer? Do we prefer Baron Tamago and Pickums, or do we prefer Charlotte Pudding? My opinion is we prefer Charlotte Pudding. By the time I'm recording this video, I have played some other games. I've played more games. Because Maibatsu, thank you so much, Maibatsu. And thank you, Kardik Aizuku, for your guys' updates. Like, the fact that we can test this so early, it's so good. And by my testing is, you actually never played this guy. The only time I see you play this guy is when you don't see her. And even when you don't see her, usually I prefer playing Charlotte Brulee, Pudding, or the search event, okay? So I really don't see a reason to play Baron Tamago. With that being said, my deck list is currently running 4 of Puddings. Why are we running 4 of Puddings? Because she's a blocker. She's whoa, what? She's just an additional blocker that we can play on late game to kind of get us to stop our opponent's lethal. Like in the current meta, dealing with a 4k power 4 cost blocker is somewhat easy. But still, it's a better option, you know. So for now, I'm actually playing her at 4, and I'm not playing the other 2k. I really tried, guys, but there's like, you don't really mind using Charlotte Lilling, and instead of swinging with one of your big bodies, and this is where I want to get to, you spam a lot of big bodies. Like, you spam a lot of Puddings, that spams Katakuris, that spams Pakakuris, that spams Lilings, then you spam Lilings. It's just, there's so much going on your field that you don't want to have, like, the guy that has 4k power on your field, you know? 2k, you rather have him in hand. And this is also true for Pudding, but again, Pudding comes clutch into stopping lethal. That's why she's a 4-of, that's why she's on the deck, and not this one. This is, like, this card, in theory, is very good. I'll admit that, yes, because this Lily makes every card's original power 0. Original power goes to 0 because this KOs a original power of 2k or less. In theory is good, in practice is not good, because like we spam too much board. It's insane how much board we spam. So we rather use like Lily and then like swing with leader or swing with this Pudding. Usually I do use this Pudding to swing into the bodies that I just made 0. She's a 5k, your leader can still swing a 6k, so that's overall better, obviously. So yeah, I don't see the need for this, so our deck list is running 4 of this Pudding. Now, we can run 2 of Sunshine Pudding or 2 of Perospero. Both of them have benefits, and I forgot the other word. What's the opposite of benefits? Pros and cons, let's call it that, why not? So both of them have pros and cons. Pros of Perospero: we can filter out the hand, and we, unlike Katakuri's effect, Pudding's effect, and Sunshine Pudding's effect, their effects are mandatory, which means, let's imagine, I swing with leader first, I go minus 1k because I really need that plus 1k power. This does happen in some situations, by the way. Giving minus 1 Dawn will proc every single one of these effects, except this one because you need to go minus 2, okay? But it does proc Katakuri and it does proc Pudding, and here's the thing, it's mandatory. So let's imagine we are at 10 Dawn, for some reason we swing with 5 into 6, minus 1 Dawn, we are at 9 Dawn. We make this guy give us 2 Dawn back. This Pudding will also trigger, but it does not give us any Dawn. And let's imagine, just for the fun of it, next with the 9 Dawn we have active with play Lily. We go minus 1 Dawn, this Pudding no longer procs. And so, like, we kind of losing Dawn, that's losing value. And by the way, that does mess our curve if we do this too much. So you guys need to pay attention for that, and that's why Perospero does have this advantage. And only that, we filter hand. We get 1 Dawn back whenever we want to. This can help us a lot. Also, one thing that I've been abusing with Perospero was instead of using our Katakuri swing into 6k, we actually use our Katakuri defensively. And next turn, once our opponent passes turn, usually they don't search as much on late game or mid to late game. And so this usually lets us, like, okay, we see the top deck of our opponent, we get 1k counter, we use something else, we counter, and a turn. First thing we do with Perospero, we just lost 1 Dawn. We can just like declare a cost because we just saw the top deck, discard 1 card, get 1 card back, and we get the Dawn back, okay? So Perospero very good to use defensively. But I am using 2 Sunshine Puddings. This I'm currently playing. I still don't know which one I'm gonna play, by the way, because both of them are really good. Like, both of them are really good. The reason why I'm using Sunshine Pudding is because of the new Lily. The fact that every time we go minus 4, we get 1 active Dawn, which can help us with the 5k counter event. This helps us a lot. Perospero also helps us with that. But we usually start needing the active Dawn on late game, and Sunshine Pudding is very good at just automatically giving us that active Dawn, and that stays there, and then we can use it. And not only that, they have another advantage, which is why I'm preferring it right now, which is the Charlotte Pudding combo. Pretty much, let's imagine you don't find any of the Katakuris, even if you already, like, okay, let me give you an example. We are at 5 down, we play this Katakuri, we go to 7 down. We didn't manage to ramp, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna be at 8 down because of him, but let's imagine we are at 8 down then. We play Pudding, go -2, play this Pudding, we activate this Pudding first, we activate the Sunshine Pudding effect first, draw a card and activate Katakuri, get the 2 down back, okay? So this card kinda also, like Parasparrow, replaces itself. So like Parasparrow, you're not actually going +1. You're just cycling the other hand. So you go -1 by playing him. But with this Pudding, if you do, with the Sunshine Pudding, if you do the combo, you're actually replacing itself. Again, obviously, you do not want to see it. That's why you're playing it at 2. But yeah, it does have that a very good advantage. She's just very good for the combos. And again, for the late game when we start spamming Lilins, it's just very good. So for now, I'm playing 2 of the Sunshine Pudding. I think it's better. 4 of the new Katakuri, no debate. 4 of the Charlotte Pudding, no debate. The 7 cost Pudding is your hand fixer. Let's imagine you low roll. You low roll like crazy on your first hand. You mulligan. Somehow you still don't have any combo. Your next searches that with the events and brulees and puddings should be always looking for the Pudding. Because if you're going first at 7 down, you can play Pudding. That will fix your board. That also fixes your hand because she draws 2. And hopefully will fix your dawn along the line depending on what you play with her. It's very hard for her to whiff. I usually already have a target in hand when I play her. And so she just draws me 2. And then I play whatever the best target I believe it is. Remember, when you activate Pudding and then you play Katakuri, this Katakuri does not proc his effect because you activated before he was on the field. Just so you know. I believe you guys know, but yeah. 4 of our 8 cost Katakuri, no debate there, still one of our best cards. And yeah, like, again, and thanks to the 2 cost Katakuri, it's just insane combos. If this Katakuri goes, we can either play another of this Katakuri. You can play himself again if he gets KO'd. Or we can play Pudding, or we can play the Katakuri. So yeah, still very good with combos, still one of our best cards. Next is the 9 cost Lily. Now, I was playing 3 cost Lily because of the triple combo into the 9 Lily combo. This is still true, and if you want, you can try and find space for her. But I am currently playing 2 copies. I'll explain to you along the line, but for now, she is at 2 copies. Here's why. If you make the triple ramp into 9 Lin combo, very good. But you should not be playing for that. You should be not looking actively for her, okay? If you make it, you make it. If not, trust me, she still has good value on late game. If you want to get rid of a blocker, especially against yellow, by the way, she's very good at controlling yellow. But yeah, she's more of a tech card. This is because also we have the Lin, the new Lin, okay? Still very good card, but for now I'm playing her at 2 because the triple combo, the triple ramp combo is very good. You play Lin, but along the line, you kind of do miss the Katakuri blocker. The Katakuri blocker being able to restand, not give you a down back, but restand is very strong. And if you play Liling and skip the Katakuri or putting into Katakuri, whatever, you are not restanding this, you are not, like, maybe if you swing with pudding, you are not restanding it. I don't know how you would swing with pudding, but yeah. This could be problematic. There has been some situations where it is problematic that I don't have a blocker or don't have the restand. It can go both ways. Like, they either like swing at this Katakuri for some reason. It happens. And I don't have a target to play. By the way, you can play any target. So if I don't have a good target, that's what I mean. I usually play like a searcher. Or these 2 cost categories. So I don't have anything. I play this 2 cost category, and then next turn usually I can just replace it by something I just drew. Okay. But yeah, another situation that is very common is they swing very hard onto our lives. depending on the other side, like depending on the matchup. If there's a very aggro deck on the other side, you do not want to play this Lily, because if they are very mid-range, the first example that comes to mind is green-blue Luffy, which goes very aggro, like he goes second and he just spends board and makes a lot of 6k swings. Yes, she's giving you a life and taking one of those guys away, but by then it's kind of better for you to keep having your blocker, to have a free block, and then keep swinging and restanding so you make sure you have those swings, okay? So for now, she's at 2. And then we have our Charlotte Lily. The new Charlotte Lily, absolutely insane. I would love to play her at 4, but I am playing her at 3, okay? So as you guys can see, I went down in one of each. I'll get to why just in a second, don't worry, we'll get there. But one of the reasons why I don't feel bad for going down on 10 cost Lily is simply because you actually don't wanna, let's imagine, again, let's go with the example. We do the triple ramp combo into the 9 Lily, if we can. Remember, now we actually don't wanna do this right away. It's just if we have the window, we usually, how do I explain this? We usually do have the window, but be careful to not get punished by that, okay? That's what I want to say with this 9 cost Lily. But with this 10 cost Lily, what you want to do is you actually want to hold on to her in your hand. Why? You can play her, you get 1 life back, and then you pretty much remove 1 rested character with a very simple swing from leader. Many times on the first Lily, I actually can swing with this pudding, she's still on the field. 4k swing onto 0, still very good swing, they let it go, obviously. But the reason why I'm playing it at 3 is just to get rid of bricks, okay? Like, so the deck is not as bricky, and I want to up the consistency, and you guys will see why, again, in a second. Sorry, I'm doing this by order, and so yeah. So what you want to do is you want to hold on to this Lily as much as possible, and then when you need it, when you have a really good target, you play this Lily, you get the life back, discard 1 card, go for -4 Dawn, which is not -4 Dawn because you always get like some Dawn back with the cards you play. And then you get rid of the biggest character they have. And trust me when I say this, if you do hold on very well to this Lily, when you drop the first, you win the game. I am telling you this right now, I'm not kidding. It doesn't matter the matchup on the other side. The amount of times I'm playing against a matchup on the other side, and the guy has a 12k power like blue-red ace, the blue-yellow Nami with the same white beard, you know, the 10 cost blocker bird, against the the yellow-black Blackbeard. This also true. Like, this is a game changer. This is your boss character. And so if you hold on to the right moment, and you can, and this is what I want to get to, when you hold on because you spam too much board. Currently, your strategy is you spam board. This is also why I don't really want to go into the Lily play when we do the triple ramp, because if we spam board, trust me, it'll be easier for you along the line, okay? You gotta trust me on this. You can test it for yourself. I have tested many times. Many times I play Lily and then I'm just craving for to have more swings, to be more aggro, and I don't have those swings, okay? Because I have very little bodies on the field. I usually, like, if we go into this, we only have Lily, Katakuri, and maybe Pudding Swing, okay? That is also a factor why I'm playing 2 Lily, okay? You want to spam board as much as possible, and trust me, trust me when I say you're gonna have a bunch of 7k swings, like 7ks, 8k swings, and then your leader. Like, it's gonna be so easy to spam attacks. Really, really is. And so sometimes, because you spam board so much, you don't really need to play any of these 2. Because you have the 10 Dawn, because this guy is pretty much always ramping you every time you go down on Dawn. And so at some point you have 10 Dawn, you have so many swings to just attach and make pressure onto your opponent. Whether it's onto lives, onto board, it doesn't matter. You can divide and conquer, some swings onto board, some swings onto lives. Trust me, it is more than enough to keep you going till you actually need to drop the captain, the Charlotte Lily, okay? This is why I'm playing 3 and 2, is because the strategy is you spam board first, then you control the game. Then you control the tempo of your opponent by controlling his board with these 2. But obviously we do give priority to the 10 cost because she makes anybody just useless, which is insane. Okay? Then we have 2 Divine Departures. I think we're going to be playing at 2. I don't feel any need to to play more than this. The deck is not that bricky anymore. We are playing, so let me see. So this is 8, sorry, 8, yeah. 8, 8, 10, 10, 13. 13 with this that we're gonna get into 13, maybe 17, 18 cards. I don't know. Okay, so 2, more than enough. By the way, the main effect still has some uses. Again, because we spam board, sometimes I do not play this. I play main effect of Divine Departure. Yes, I sometimes do this because I am playing 12Ks right now. 2K, sorry. And so like this sometimes can be clutch as main effect. So take that in consideration. And finally, we have our events. Now, as you guys saw, every single option that we had to, every single card that we had 2 options, it is up to you. By the way, these are flex spots, and some of these cards are, for example, the 2-cost Katakuri. You can reduce it in ratio, so you can make space for something else. Okay. Now, between these 3, I am currently not using the when 2 men are fighting. The last thing I need is some half-hearted assistance. And the other one that I'm not playing is Slow Beam Sword. Slow Beam Sword, I'm sorry guys, we need to abandon it. It is an insane card. I really wish I could play it, but we almost never have 2 down up. I'm sorry, it's just impossible. Whether you play Pudding or Parasparrow, you would need both, by the way, to have 2 downs up. It's just impossible, okay? If you want to play when 2 men are fighting, whatever, the 5k counter event, you can try to play it at 1 or 2. I would not go to 3. That is bad. I have been playing a lot of 1, and then I played at 2, but then I just remove it. Why? Because I'm playing 3 of the search event. Why am I playing 3 of the search event? Consistency. And mainly because I have to admit it, the more consistency, the better. Because here's the thing, you don't make the triple run, that's fine. You need to see Charlotte Pudding. Charlotte Pudding is what you need to see the most, okay? If possible, Katakuri and Charlotte Pudding. So in your like first 2 turns, when you have 1 dawn and then 3 dawn, if you need to use any of these 3 to search, just use it. Just go. Just do it. It is not a bad hand. You'll eventually find good cards and good targets. And then remember, the first part of our strategy is to build board, is to spam board. And so if you find puddings, even if you play 2 in a row, you need to find it some way. So right now I'm playing 3. 3 of the we're going to claim the One Piece. You can reduce it to 2. I wouldn't go to 1 or I wouldn't go to 4. I think that's too much. 3 right now, for me, it's perfect. And now, finally, there's 1 card missing. As you guys can see, we have total cards 48 and we need to reach 50. What is the card that's missing? I already have 23 minutes of recording. The card that I managed to finally squeeze in. Our boy. What the hell? Where are you? You just ruined the surprise. No! Mammaragan. I'm playing 2 Mammaragans. I actually made space for it. I actually found a way to play it. Now, Mammaragan is kind of the reason why you don't really love playing Linley right after the triple ramp. Why? You want to set up board, and by the way, there you go. Sorry. This was the deck list, so I just look. Oh, my bad, man. My bad. Yeah, this is the one I am playing. This is my deck list now. Now you guys know my deck list. I'm playing. The reason why you want to build a board first is so that you can actually play Mammaragan. When I first tried Mammaragan at 3, right now he's still at 2, which is more than enough, by the way. I actually never felt the need to go up to 3. But if you want, you can just do this. I would do this if you want 3 Mammaragans. It's completely fine. I completely understand it. But for now, I'm going to go the other way around. Because I feel like the... And now this is where we go into the board state. There you go, board state maker. This is where we start developing our strategy. Again, remember there's still 1 card missing. This could change somewhat of the strategy. But first and foremost, what we want to do is we need to build board. So what we want to do is first turn, again, assuming we go first. Oh, that's not a card. We search, we get something onto hand, doesn't matter. Next turn, we play the pudding, okay. Next turn, hopefully, we have Katakuri. And then we make the triple ramp. Next turn, depending on the window, you need to look out. If you see that you get extreme value out of Liling, you play Liling, okay? If not, don't play Liling. Try to play the other pudding. Why? She will spam board. That's what you want to do. This is still the best card card we have for our 7 Dawn turn, by the way. You play it, hopefully you play like a Katakuri, hopefully it's the blocker. If not, by the way, you can just play the Katakuri, okay? If you don't see Pudding, you can just play Katakuri, it's still fine again. Remember, I told you I do love having the restand, so here we can actually just tap and tap. We don't attack. Actually, no, we can't attack with this. But if we play Pudding, we can attack with this as well. By the way, this is why Pudding is also better. Because when... Let's imagine now. Let's actually go into her. So, if you have at least Katakuri to restand your... this Katakuri to protect it, so next turn you have more swings, that is good. Okay, that's already great value. But, if you have this Pudding, that means you're spending 7 Dawn. When you have 8, because you made the triple ramp, right? So you have an extra Dawn. So... yeah, I can't attach. So, what you have here, you have an extra Dawn. You can attack with 5k, 6k, you can even go -1, it doesn't really matter, by the way, with leader effect. It's up to you, it's up what you have in hand and want to do next turn. We already get the 2 Dawn from the Pudding because of this Katakuri, this is why this is insane to play him at 5 Dawn. And then when we pass turn, we can actually unrest two of our big moms. She's a 3 cost, so she's barely on the effect of this Katakuri. So guess what? We can protect her and we can protect him. So we just made 3 swings, and we can potentially make 4 swings, 5 swings with Pudding, okay? This is why it's very important on the next turn for you to still set up Katakuri or Pudding, okay? If you do not see him, this is why the Sanjin Pudding still is good. You go -2 Dawn, you get one active Dawn back. You right now have 2 Dawn active. This is one of the few, probably the only situation where you would have 2 Dawn for the slow soul beam. So you cannot really play it in your deck because it's just, you would not be consistent, you know. So yeah. So we have 2. What we can do is we can actually swing 5, swing 7 on with leader effect as well, and then we just go -1 Dawn. We actually don't go -1 Dawn. We still are at 8 Dawn. Why? Let me tell you why. This goes -2. This will give you 1, and this will give you the other. So these 2 take away the effect of Pudding. They nullify it in terms of cost of Dawn. And then when we go -1 for the Katakuri effect, if you want to, when we pass, Katakuri will give us another Dawn. So we would still be at 7 Dawn, not 7 Dawn. Yeah, not 8 Dawn, 7 Dawn, because remember, if we play this and swing, then we are not actually rampant, so we would be at 7 Dawn, and if we are at 7 Dawn, then we need to play the Pudding into Katakuri, and then we still be at 7 Dawn. So if you want to actually ramp to 10 Dawn, in case you have a window to play the new Linley, if you want to be at 10 Dawn, you can in fact just play this, get the 2 Dawn, you know, you have the 2 active Dawn, play this, swing 5 or 6, attach, swing 5, you know, attach 1, swing 5, attach 1, swing 6, don't use leader, don't use ability. Pass turn, this guy will ramp you 1, because these 2 nullify this effect in terms of cost, and then this guy actually ramps you 1, so if you were at 7 Dawn, you are now at 8 Dawn. If you don't use your leader effect to defend, next turn you are at 10 Dawn, which means you can do whatever you want to. And that is pretty good, by the way. You should try and be at 10 Dawn as fast as possible. So if you can, try to protect yourself a little bit on the early to mid game without using your leader effect, okay? So you are at 10 Dawn, and after that you can play Lily, you can play more combos, you can swarm more the board. Like, right, with just this, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 swings that we can do onto leaders, mostly. Unless it's a 6k leader on the other side, you know. But still, this will be normally then after when we start playing... what the hell? My bad. When we start playing this, usually I make a swing here, or I use this one as well to take away whatever this makes it at 0, okay? So that is the most, this is what you want to do first, is set this up, and so you want to go first. If not, try to at the very least have Charlotte Pudding. I would try to have one guy like... at the very least, you need to do this. You need to try and look for this. You need to have either one of these, so her cost of -2 Dawn is not as punishing. and then and so you have some board, and then she'll fix your board a little bit, and then we'll see along the way. You need to adapt to each situation, okay? Now, let's imagine we do spam board. We finally spam. Let's imagine we have the best board possible, okay? The best board possible would kind of like when I drop the first 10 cost Lily. Usually this is what happens, okay? Actually, most of the time I actually do play the 9 cost Lily after. No. I want to give you guys the most common situation, so yeah, I usually have another category here. Then finally what happens is we have been setting up our board. Actually, can I just click it? Yeah, I can just click it. So let's imagine we've set up our board. This is usually when I drop the first Lily. My board usually looks like this. Yes, it is pretty consistent to find this board, okay? And so what you do, let's actually go to Tendon so you guys understand what's about to happen. You go 5, okay? You drop the 10 cost, you go -4, so you're at 6. This will proc Katakuri and Pudding, so you go to 9. These are all tapped, okay? And then what you can do is you go -2. This means you are at 7. You drop our Mamaragan, okay? You're at 7. This card will replace itself always with the main effect. It always replaces itself only on when we use it as counter. If you use it as counter, usually is only a 1k counter. It does not replace itself because it's very hard for us to reach actually 6 dawn, as you guys can see, because this category and this Pudding together are just insane. We drop whatever, we rest whatever we just made 0. Swing here. Katakuri, usually you want to swing depending on the situation and depending on your hand. If you see you can swing 6k, always swing better. So let's imagine we actually have a good hand to swing 6k, and we are in a good controlling situation where we have the tempo on our side thanks to this Lily, because we just dropped Lily and Mamaraga in the best possible turn. Remember, this is a game changer. So we just go 4 into whatever the character that we just rested with Mamaragan, and he's at 0. Take it away, go 6. Then we go 7, 8, 8. That is fine. Pass turn, what happens? Effect, first category, effect, second category, and we get to dawn. Tapped. And once again, if you do not use your leader effect, you're at 10 again. Okay, so Mamaragan is not punishing. If you build board first, this is usually the board that I look into, by the way. It is extremely consistent right now, especially if you're playing 3 search events from We're Going to Claim One Piece, because at some point it's like oh, can I? My bad, man. Oh, he already had Dayton, but I don't have a target for my. Let's imagine here. I'm giving you all the situations I've been through. Yeah. Let's imagine this. Come on, man. Dude, what? Where is it? I can't find it. Dear Lord, have mercy. Oh, I think there you go. Let's imagine we have this. Who knows? And let's imagine we have this. Okay? There should be an... Oh, there's actually an attach. Oh, I just saw the button of attach. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this with less editing as possible. So we have a 2 costs. We have 2 searches. We have the Dawn. He has 8 on the other side. Normally this situation comes when they have 8 on. Even if they don't have 8 on, we can search for this category. So we use this. Okay, remove. We search something. Let's imagine we find Pudding. We find this Pudding, and you're like, I can just click it, right? Alright, this is the only target I can. You can play again. Another. We search this time. We find category. Don't find the blocker, but we find like this one, okay? Why don't I click? Please, Shumbles, just click it. Then you replace it. This one. 2. Remove. Play. And all of a sudden, yeah, we actually have the Dawn up. And then you can still use the Dawn to attach and make bigger swings. This is important. This is why I love the 2-cost category at 4. Is because then you can do some shenanigans and this when you kind of low roll. Or you kind of really need something to set up this Lily before you actually play her. So what you do is you search for it and then you use your 2-cost category to replace himself with the Dawn you have left. Like, you use as much Dawn as possible. Sometimes I go like 4 Dawn and then off search and then I just use 2 for the 2-cost category. It's fine, guys. It's fine. As long as you build board, trust me, you will be fine because then your Lily will be dropped in a good momentum. On a good turn, you will not lose any Dawn by doing so, which is one of the most broken things. You get rid of the strongest character, you have your strongest character on the field, and then you can just spam swings, okay? This is where the deck shines. So, this is your most common board states, this is your most common combos, what you want to do most of the time. So, let's go... Actually, let's leave it. Let's go into our most best combo just one last time. And then I'll resume. I'll make a little catch up of what we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, right? So first, we search. Whatever we find doesn't really matter. Face down. Next turn, we are at 3. We swing, minus, plus. Okay. Next turn, we are at 5. Play. Swing, -1 with her and him. -1, +1, +2. We ramp. We are now at 7. Pass turn. Now, this is very good. Your opponent attacks. It doesn't. By the way, we are always alright. So we search, we get, this turn we got another card. We just drew into another card, and then this turn 5 we drew into another card. It doesn't matter which cards are, okay? So we're at 5, it's fine. And now with these cards, you are at 7. What you can do is you can use your leader effect defensively if you don't want to go down in lives this turn. This is important, take this into attention, because many times I've been, you know what, I actually want to hold on to my lives. And so I use my leader effect, go -1, we are at 6, that is fine. Remember, next turn we're still gonna be at 8, we can still play at least one category, which is the bare minimum. But a bare minimum would be play any category, like this category or this category. Usually you want this category again for the untap. Once we pass turn, we untap. But if we found the 5 cost, which is the best we can do, it is the best we can do, there's nothing we can do. Okay, so we protect, we go -1, let's just imagine that next turn. We go to 8 Dawn, okay? I'm just doing it to be faster. We untap. So now, we play her. -2. Okay, I'll just get the active Dawn in a second. Untap. So -2. We draw 2 cards. Actually, we just drew another card, remember? We're always at 5. We're always neutral right now. Except when we play her. This is also another reason. I'm just adding reasons. You play her, you're going +2. Face down. Face down. So right now, this is the moment you start going up in cards in hand. This is why she's very important. And then you play this. And you are at 6. So you go +1. Because you play her, this will proc. This will proc. One of these is untapped, the other are always untapped. This is because we had 1 extra. Then if you want, we can attach and swing 5. If you want, you can swing 6, -1, swing 6, swing, oh, my bad. Swing 7, pass turn, deactivates, you get a tapped Dawn, untap, untap, and this, and you stay like this. And then next, you can use your leader effect once again, because you're at 9 Dawn. Oh my god. because you're at 9 Dawn, you can use your lead effect again to protect. Next turn, you are at 10. And this is where you need to adapt. This is where, now you have the board, you can, whatever hand you have, you need to adapt. If you play another pudding on top of this pudding, on top of this pudding, like with a new target, that is fine. Then you have a full swing of boards, okay? If not, maybe use 9 Dawn to play the 9 cost Lily, that is also fine. If not, maybe play another 5 cost category, that's okay. If you don't see it, maybe, I don't know, play another pudding or a brulee on top of this pudding if you want to. I usually don't play brulee after this, unless I really have to, but you can use the event, you can use the another pudding to search a bit more of your endgame, and then use the rest of them to attach and swing big. That is also fine. And yeah, and once the time comes, let's imagine you actually only have this board. Once the time comes, sorry. Once the time, Jesus, can't I? No, I need to remove. Sorry, I'm just trying to be as precise as I can. This can happen in the very next turn you do this, by the way. It can happen. Once you see the moment, you play, oh, please, Shambles. Be faster. Come on, man. You play her. You go -4. Dawn. This will proc these two. +3 Dawn. These are tapped. Activate my Maragan. -2. We draw a card. We draw a card. Whatever the card it is. This goes. And then we are at 7. And then you make whatever swings you need to. You know, this is already the situation we have talked about. This is nothing new. Make very sure if you really want to use your leader effect or not. When you do this, when you use Mamaragan, it's very hard to come back. It can ruin your curve, so pay attention to that. And then next turn, and then you pass turn, you will untap this, and hopefully, usually, depending on what I have in hand, I don't untap him. I untap maybe her and leave pudding. Why? Because this pudding is more important than this one. This one is a 5k swing pretty much after you deploy her. So if she goes away, that is fine. If this guy goes away, usually he can replace himself. So still some, if I only have one category, that's usually the priority. This pudding is very fragile, but her effect is very needed because she gives you 1 Dawn back, okay? Unless next turn you're planning on playing another category 5 cost, that could be a play, you know, depends on the situation again. Please do adapt. But yeah, I feel like it's required for you to protect this pudding more, so I usually untap her, and then once we pass turn, we get the extra Dawn, and there you go. We are at 8 Dawn. If you feel like you're gonna need another 10 cost Lily, you don't use your leader effect, so to make sure you're at 10 next turn. If you feel like, I don't really care, I don't think he can come back, or I can afford like play a 9 cost Lily instead of a 10 cost, that is also a situation you will come up to. That is up to you. Then you do it, okay? You need to adapt. One thing that you need to do, and please do as I say, don't do as I do, which is, I'm telling you, please look at the situations, look at the cards in your hand. There will be many combos that you can do, okay? There will be many combos that you can do, and sometimes they're right in front of your face. This deck now actually can go up in many cards in hand, by the way. Make sure you keep that in check as well, because there have been matches where I'm at 14 cards in hand. Not joking, because I'm spamming puddings and I'm keeping the momentum and I'm always drawing. So yeah, look at your hand, see the best combo you can do, because sometimes I have such a good combo in my hand and I'm like, oh, let's play a pudding into Katakuri, when I can like play a 2 cost Katakuri into an 8 cost Katakuri to play a 7 cost pudding into a 5 cost or an 8 cost, you know. Sometimes I'm distracted, so yeah, please do pay attention to that, that is important. And yeah, this is the video. We are right now at 45 minutes of video, but this is like the biggest guide right now I have. So let's just go through this one more time. what you want to do, you want to try to search for pudding or katakuri. Worst case scenario, if you low roll a lot, you look for the 7 cost pudding. I would say these cards are the most important cards in your deck, okay? So if you low roll this, you try to look with your searchers or with the mulligan, you try to look at the very least for the 7 cost pudding, okay? She will do for the time being. If you like find the pudding and you don't find a target, but you find some searchers and somewhat, please do not mulligan that hand. Don't be greedy, don't go for the Katakuri pudding, whatever, don't be greedy. You have pudding, you have a search, the hand will fix itself, trust me, please. Because you can mulligan and go into a worse hand. Pudding is your savior, she pretty much tells you, /maybe I don't need to mulligan this hand, okay? So, what you want to do, early stages of the game, you want to search, you want to hopefully set up some ramp / dawn, healthy dawn, regeneration, let's call it that. And then on your 7th dawn turn, you want to play pudding. 7, 8 dawn turn, depending on how much you ramp, or 9 dawn turn, who knows? Depends on, again, it depends a lot on what you do, if you use your leader effects defensively or not. I have been using it very defensively, and it has been helping me a lot, especially early game when I do the triple ramp. So yeah, you play the pudding, play hopefully the 8 cost Katakuri, if not, play the best character you have on your hand. The draw 2 usually means you're gonna hit something. There has been, like, I think in 20 games, one time I didn't hit anything. That's just the lowest of rolls, okay? It happens. So yeah, you set up the board, and then after that, look at your hand, look at your opponent's cards in hand. Remember, every time you swing or every time you protect with your leader ability, you look at the top card so you actually know your opponent's hand. Take that into account. Try to memorize the cards that you're seeing so you can play around the plays or bait out plays from your opponent to then punish it. That is also one of the best moments you have. Like, that is one of the biggest advantages you have, because that helps you set up into the Charlotte Lily. That will change your tempo around, or set up your tempo to the point that there's no return for your opponent, okay? So after that, just adapt, spam more board, don't spam more board, control the board, control your opponent's life, be more aggro, be less aggro. You see, you need to adapt. This will only come with time and with practice, but I can tell you right now, I don't know if this guy is gonna be meta, but like, you can very well go with this guy into a locals, at the very least a local tournament, and you can win with this guy right now. I can tell you that very much. I'm very happy with what they gave us with this starter deck. I am so excited to play with this deck. And so yeah, this was the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. The next video will probably be this will either be the final part of this little journey that we had of seeing the cards that got announced and doing some theory crafting around it, or this will be part 4, and then we'll have a final part, which is depending on the last card that gets announced. If I see that that she is worthy of making a new video and talking about the card, then I'll do, obviously. Maybe I'll do either way because I'm just so excited. But we'll see. And yeah, drop the comments what you think of my deck list, what you think of what I just said. Do you guys agree? Do you guys don't agree? I feel like I figured the deck out a little bit better now. I feel like spamming the board is the way to go. So yeah, but again, you guys try your tech cards. If you guys want to try the slow beam sword, try it. Maybe it will work for you guys. Maybe you guys are finding something that I'm not. I was saying that Mamaragan could not be played in this deck because he was ruining our curve, but after I made more practice and I made some switches on my strategy, I ended up seeing that Mamaragan is in fact usable and is very powerful. I can go either to 3 or 2 copies. I'm still deciding for now. I'm gonna stay at 2. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.